Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. You are here with Resilient Leadership with Rashida. I am super excited to be here with you all. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rashida Hatchett. I am a resilience coach and strategist for leaders. I'm also a nurse and an entrepreneur, an author, and a speaker. I am excited to be here with you guys. I am bringing you the third part of our leadership mindset series. Now, these are really quick, easy things that you can do, that you can implement in order to create your leadership mindset and to assure that you are following that framework, okay? So I'm going to quickly recap those that we've talked about for those of you who are new. So our first series, we talked about having gratitude, evaluating risk versus reward, making sure that we are focused on our physical and emotional health. Series 2, we talked about abundance, keeping our mistakes, our failures, our lessons into perspective, not giving them too much power, right? And we also talked about growth. So this time, we're going to finish this up, and I've got 4 tidbits that I want to give you, right? These are going to be pretty quick, but we're going to go through these. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. Okay, so first one we're going to talk about today is a willingness to be uncomfortable. Now, this one is huge. Being uncomfortable, stepping outside of your comfort zone is always where your growth begins. If you stay in places where you're comfortable, if you are consistently the smartest person in the room, you are consistently comfortable in all that you're doing in your business, you're not growing. I guarantee it. You want to make sure that you find a level of discomfort in pretty much everything that you're doing, that there's some piece of it that's new to you, that's uncomfortable, that's unfamiliar. Okay, that is where you grow. It's where you learn. It's where you become a better version of yourself. And in turn, you become a better leader. So you always want to make sure that you are right there on the cusp of just being a bit uncomfortable. And sometimes you're going to want to be in a place where you are totally uncomfortable. You are in something so new and it's so scary, but the reward is going to be so great. So always keep that in mind, that you want to be uncomfortable. The more you've got butterflies in your tummy and the more you have this kind of anxiousness about what you're doing, the more you're growing, the more you're learning, the more you're going to take forward and you're going to process and internalize and help to be better. Okay. So next one, positive attitude. Now, this is one I can't stress enough. We have all been around people who we feel like their attitude is just negative and it's draining. You want to make sure that you're the light in the room and that you bring a positive attitude and a positive outlook, because there is always something positive. Even in the most negative and the most tragic of situations, we can always find something positive to focus on. So you want to make sure that as a leader, your attitude brings the room up and doesn't contribute to bringing it down. And if there's someone in the room who is doing a lot of bringing folks down, that you counter that with bringing people up. Okay? That positive attitude will take you far. It will get you far, but will also grow you so much. So again, we're talking mindset, guys, making sure that everything you're doing here, right, is translating through what you say, how you present, the way you show up. All right, next one is planning. Planning is huge for your mindset. No one likes to feel unprepared. Nobody likes to be put on the spot. It's really uncomfortable. And we just talked about being able to be uncomfortable, but being uncomfortable because you're not prepared at all for something is sometimes the worst kind of uncomfortable, because it doesn't help you come from a positive space. Okay, so you want to make sure you're planning out your day. Use lists if you need to. Okay, use your phone, take notes, write things down. You want to make sure you're giving yourself enough of what you need to come up with ideas on how you're going to get through your day, right? And making sure that you're writing things down, and that you've planned out what you need to do, how you're going to do it, and you've given yourself a timeline on when you want to get it done. And that's something like, I need to get these 4 things done before lunch, right? Okay. And it keeps you on task. So make sure you're planning out your day. You're planning out what your needs are. And for those of you all who are in business, you're always planning out business. You're always planning out the next 3, 6, 8 months of business. Okay. All right. The last one we're going to talk about today is a great mentor. You want to be a great mentor, and you need a great mentor. Every person in business, I say, always needs a coach. If you don't have a business coach, if you're in leadership and you don't have a leadership coach, get one. You need one. It's greatly important that you make sure that you have what you need as a leader, and you're able to bounce ideas off of someone who can help you to not fall into some of the pitfalls that they may have seen. So having a coach is absolutely magical for your business. I promise you that. So you want to make sure that you have got someone that you can talk with, someone that is going to help to kind of guide you to where you're wanting to go. Okay, that's really important. All right, guys. So we have talked about quite a few things over these last 3 sessions on making sure we've got that leadership mindset. And I just want you guys to remember that you're not always going to do all of these things all the time, but you'll have them in your back pocket. And when you feel like you kind of have come up against a roadblock, you can always go back to them and say, wait a minute, what was it that Rashida was talking about around growth? I remember her saying something around how we need to evaluate risk versus reward, right? So you'll be able to go back to these things. These are going to always be available for you. These are so fun for me to do, and I'm so excited for you guys to come in and kind of see what I've been working on. You guys are doing such a great job going forward. I am so excited for all that I'm hearing from those of you who are following me, so thank you. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign out, and remember, resilience is your superpower. Bye.